Won't it be Ryan the Great? And today we are talking boxing, guys. Yes, I know. I'm saying I'm gonna do football. I'm gonna be doing baseball. I'm doing basketball. Let's get a little boxing in there. Just the other day we had I can't pronounce his name. Naoya, I think that's how you say his name. Innoue defeats Stephen Fulton in the 7th round by KO. It was one of the most dominant performances we have seen in recent memory. It was just an absolute masterclass of a fight by Innoue. I was able to see that main event just very early in the morning. It came on like 8 o'clock Eastern time over here. So, yeah, I was able to catch that fight. Thank God, because I really don't have to miss it. Stephen Fulton, my favorite boxer, right now, unfortunately, has lost his WBO and WBC bantamweight championships. It's a shame to see that, but it's good to see Innoue, a fighter that, has been kind of looked as underrated up until now. But we're going to be talking about him. We're going to be talking about the fight. We're going to be talking about what Innoue's going to do going forward. And let's just get right into it. But before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, Lee, the Great Blogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Cod Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. For my free do, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the video. Won't it be Ryan the Great? And today, oh hell yeah! Oh, it's not that hard to understand if you know anything about football. Touchdown! A touchdown! Philly! And the Phillies walk it off! Okay, I forgot to say let's roll that intro, but let's get right into it. So starting off, let's break down the fight a little bit between Fulton and Innoue. So Innoue was dominant from the bell start. I mean, he was just battering and beating Fulton. Great different level combinations to the body and the head. Absolutely beautiful. Fulton, did a good job of covering up and trying to, run around the ring for the first round, but then once the second round hit, really couldn't do much about it. Just kept getting hit and beaten, and he tried to play the mid-range game against Innoue. It really wasn't working. Innoue was dominating him through that, so he was forced to go inside, and Innoue, one of the best defenders we know, and a great counter-puncher, ultimately ended up knocking Fulton out in the 7th round because he had to make that adjustment that he probably was not ready for. So, you can't really blame him there. But it is what it is. And what was next? Now we're going to talk about how Innoue is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now. I just don't think you just can't really make the argument for anybody being any better. Innoue, an undefeated boxer, he just beat Stephen Fulton, who was a very good fighter, but ultimately not better than Innoue. And oh goodness gracious, I'm blanking out. What was next? We do have to wait for Spence versus Crawford. That fight is happening this Saturday, so we will see who wins that fight. Then we can start to have a little bit more debate on who is the best pound-for-pound in the world. But for right now, it is Innoue. I mean, he has a lot of speed and a lot of power behind those punches. Great defense. You can't really stand toe-to-toe with him because he's going to beat you up with the power through those punches. He still has a lot left to do. It's not like he's finished and he just has to defend. He's got a lot more to win and a lot to do. With how hot he is right now, I think he could kill Marlon Tapalis. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He could capture all 4 belts at the bantamweight division. He could eventually move up. Now, how far he will go up in weight divisions is anyone's guess. But right now, he is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And until I see what happens between Spence versus Crawford, I think he's the best in the world right now. I don't really think you can make much of an argument for that. Right now, I'm pointing out right now because we haven't seen Spence versus Crawford. If Spence or Crawford dominate one another, then we could have like a bigger argument. But if that's more like a back and forth fight and it goes into the later rounds and there's really, it's a very close fight, you really would have to say that Innoue is the best pound for pound fighter in the world right now. And it is going to be hard to disagree with that. But that'll do it for this video, guys. It's a little bit of a short one here, but just wanted to put that out there. What's happening in the world of boxing right now. Yes, so that'll do for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brotherly and the Great blogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Cod Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.